I'm John Hinkle, Senior Pastor of First Presbyterian Church, and this is your Monday daily devotion. Well, Sunday was a historic day. We worshiped here at First Presbyterian Church. A little over 50 of us gathered here for worship. We're still working out a few of the kinks. But like a typical Monday, I finish one sermon and I get prepared to preach my next sermon. And my text this Sunday is going to be from the Gospel of Matthew, where Jesus is about to send out his disciples into the world. And one of the things that he says in Matthew 10, he says, anyone who welcomes you welcomes me. And anyone who welcomes me welcomes the one who sent me. And he's speaking about intentional hospitality, how we are hospitable to those around us. Now, I used to think that being hospitable to those around us is a blessing, therefore, to those around us, right? If you do something nice for somebody around you, you've blessed them. But last year, about this time, I was awakened to the fact that when we live out a hospitable life, when we show hospitality to those around us, it's actually a blessing for us. We're blessed in return. Last year, this time, in about a 2-month period of time, Leela and I hosted 3 families. Actually, 1 couple and 2 men. The couple was from Italy. We actually met them when we were in sabbatical in a little cafe when we were in Estonia, and just struck up a conversation. And I said something like, well, if you're ever in the United States, and come stay with us. Well, guess what? They came and stayed with us. The other was a gentleman who I had never met before, but was a friend of a friend of a friend. And he was walking across the United States, from one end of the United States to the other, from Charleston, South Carolina to San Francisco. And he came here to Murfreesboro, and he stayed with us one night, and it was just such a blessing to be with him. And then the other person was a young man from Sweden who I met on my little show I do every morning on Periscope. And Carl did the same thing. He was coming to the United States. He said, hey, can I come stay with you? And Leela looked at me like, no, that's so weird. But I said yes, and she said yes. And Carl was with us for about a week. But through all those experiences of us being hospitable to those who were staying in our house, looking back, we were the ones who were blessed. We were the ones who now have stories to tell. We were the ones who got to know people in a more intimate way that we would have never known before. And I think that's one of the things that Jesus is doing here. What he's saying is, when we go out into the world and live that intentional Christian hospitality, it's not just that we're blessing people around us, but in the end, we have been blessed by getting to know these people. So during this week, open yourself up. Figure out who God has placed in your life where you can show some grace and some mercy. I hope you have a great week. I hope to see you soon.